your vitals.
We're going to break down this fight and maybe even talk about some ways that Alex Pereira can win in the rematch, and some ways that Ankalaev can, put a nail in the coffin and in the trilogy. So we get started. Alex Pereira, he's in his normal stance. I'm pretty sure he's about to throw a hard leg kick. He usually does. It's the first check he makes. Comes forward, managing, boom. Hard leg kick. Right now they're just gauging distance. Something super underrated about Ankalaev. So, Ankalaev has a very wide stance. This isn't something you're typically going to see out of the Russian fighters here. He's a very different fighter when it comes to the Russians. He has really good striking. It's super slept on. Which is odd because Pereira's best weapon is this leg kick right here. So you would think that in this fight, Pereira would have chewed his leg up and almost gotten him out of there. Because once you're distracted by his leg kick, he can come up high. But he kind of just ate a bunch of these. So we have Southpaw versus Orthodox. Right here, Southpaw and Orthodox. Southpaw is super hard to deal with when you're an Orthodox. So this left leg, the body kick is open to Pereira all day. And really it's going to be a fight on these feet, okay? Who's going to step on the inside? They're having a fight of the front feet here when they get a little closer. Right now they're just pawing at each other. Nothing too crazy. Pereira with the feint. Another leg kick. That's 2. Ankalaev's a really, really good fighter. He's underrated. I don't typically like the Russian fighters. I don't like the hug me style that they have, but you have to give him his credit. He goes out there and he bangs. Yeah, he'll wrestle sometimes, but he'll bang it out with you too. Pereira gauging distance. Ankalaev steps in. He's gauging distance as well. He's looking for that left hand. Pereira going to the body, trying to come up top. In this fight, Pereira didn't look like himself. I don't know if it was from overactivity. We'll find out in this rematch. Right there. Nice leg kick. Takes him off his feet for a second. Alright, we're coming up. Leg kick back from Ankalaev. Ankalaev is very defensively sound in this fight. Look, it's all about distance. They're both just getting the distance from each other right now. Hand fighting a little bit here. So you see this a lot with Southpaw and Orthodox. Look. Hand fighting. Boom, boom, boom. So, Ankalaev really light on the toes. He's hip to it. This first round wasn't too crazy if I remember correctly. Ankalaev goes to counter with a knee, throws his own leg kick back. Pereira switches his stance, switches back. It's the dangerous thing about Pereira. He'll switch stance very randomly, and he can fight in both stances. I don't think Ankalaev fights in both stances as good as Pereira does. He's eating that leg up. I want to say he's maybe landed 5 leg kicks already that are pretty nasty. And something to watch about Alex Pereira that could get him into trouble. I'll show you in a second here when he gets thrown back on. There you go. Good combination. Good combination from Ankalaev. Smart. Bang. So while that's a smart combination, if you watch, the way that Alex Pereira exits the pocket when fire's being returned on him, let's wait and see. Whenever Ankalaev throws again, I'll show you. Hand fighting, leg kick returned. Pereira gauging distance. Pereira's one of these fighters that he's kind of like a robot. Okay, that's awesome. He's kind of like a robot. He'll gauge distance. He'll kind of compute everything you're doing. Then he looks to just land a kill shot. And when he hurts you and he smells blood, he goes for the finish, and it's pretty nasty. It's generally a combination of body head. Kind of like he did to Khalil Roundtree. Super nasty finish. Pereira's got Nice combination there. Pereira's got probably the scariest weapon in all of MMA, his left hook. And Ankalaev wasn't, he's going forward the whole time. He's not really scared of it at all. 10. He's already landed 10 leg kicks. Ankalaev doesn't even feel it. Left hand by Ankalaev. Almost a John Jones-esque kick right there by Alex Pereira. Let's see. Alright. Now, this is what I want to talk about. So, when Alex Pereira gets thrown on, he kind of backs up and his head goes in a straight line, straight back. See how he goes straight back? He needs to come off the center line more. Like he's doing now. He's circling away from the power hand. That's smart. Doesn't want to get hit with that left hand. But Pereira will kind of have his hands down here when he backs up. And if you looked earlier, Ankalaev threw, I believe, a straight jab and then a high kick behind it. Someone who does that really well, almost in reverse, is Robert Whittaker. If he was to throw a 1-2 high kick, there's a good chance it might catch Pereira. You're not going to reach him with the jab. You may not reach him with the straight left hand, but if you throw that into a stance switch, you might catch him because his hands are generally down. He's generally exiting the pocket with his head going straight back. He's not moving off the center line when people are throwing back on him. That's not to diss Pereira. He's one of my favorite fighters there is. And the problem is, when it works, it works. He's knocked so many people out. See, he just did it right there. He's knocked so many people out that he probably doesn't even think he needs to do it. Let's watch this in slow motion here. We'll go playback speed. We'll go 2.5. Watch how he exits the pocket here. He just goes straight back and exits the pocket, kind of with his hands. His hands weren't too down there, but they're generally a lot more down when he exits the pocket. That's okay, though. It works for him. He knocks everybody out. He doesn't need to think about it. Now, if I remember correctly, Ankalaev was 0 for 12 on takedowns. So I don't really think he has anything to worry about in the grappling department. I think Pereira's grappling is really good for coming into the UFC with a couple fights and learning on the job. He did a really good job. So now that we know what Pereira is doing wrong, he's exiting the pocket. He's too linear when he exits the pocket. He needs to get off the center line. And I think he probably needs to throw 20 leg kicks around at this guy. Maybe even a little more. Because we've seen him be hurt by leg kicks before versus Blachowicz, if I'm correct. Let me fast forward this. Alright. So a mistake that you're making when you fight Magomed Ankalaev is letting him fight on the front foot. See, he comes out, he immediately establishes control of the octagon, he walks straight out to the middle and puts Pereira on his back foot. Now, that's not to say much. Pereira can knock you out on the back foot, but I think Ankalaev takes his momentum from the front foot. I don't think he fights as well off his back foot. So Pereira needs to steal that back from him and put him on the back foot. He needs to get some respect here. Ankalaev's pushing him against the cage. That left hook just whizzed by him. He's striking with him, though. He's not just going straight for the clinch. He's trying to knock him out like he said he was going to. So, respect for that. Stance switch, back to southpaw, back to orthodox, back to southpaw, back to orthodox. So he's looking to throw that kick when he switches. We both know what he's looking for. 10-9 Pereira in round 1. Maybe. It was a close one. You give it to Pereira via leg kicks. Not much damage was done from Ankalaev. Hand fighting. So right now he's giving him something to look at. Okay, so he's changing levels. He's telling Alex Pereira, okay, you don't just have to worry about my hands. I could shoot for a takedown and put you against the fence again. So that's why he's switching levels like that. Body kick, totally unexpected. Landed flush too. Great body kick. Little teep kick, another one. High kick, that was close. So they traded right there. So Pereira must have hurt him to the body a little bit because he threw it right back. Generally, when fighters throw the same strike they just got thrown on them, they felt it, and they're trying to get their respect back. Missed with the leg kick. I'm surprised at how well Ankalaev defended the leg kick in this, or just didn't feel it, or he was just completely unfazed, I guess, pretended like he didn't feel it, because I thought Pereira was going to hurt him bad with the leg kicks. Maybe he did feel it. He fought extremely well. Pereira establishing it back. So if you see the success Pereira has is he's taking control of the octagon. He's pushing forward. If Pereira wants to win in this rematch, there's a couple things he needs to do. He needs to start off faster. He's generally a slow starter. He builds his intelligence. He kind of tests you, see what you're going to do, and then he looks for that one shot. He needs to start faster. He needs to throw in combinations. He threw in like ones and twos. He didn't really go body head. When he gets people against the fence, he's great at that. He needs to put them on the back foot. Don't just throw one strike, two strikes, and then let him step off the center line and maintain the octagon control again. Pereira needs to throw in combination. He needs to throw those leg kicks heavy, and he needs to control the octagon, because if you let Ankalaev fight on the front foot, you're in trouble. Okay. Nothing crazy here. Hand fighting, and he gets some octagon control back. He's stepping in the center. Now Pereira's fighting more on the front foot, and Ankalaev takes it back, lands a nice right hand. Switches stances after. There's his left hand. Pereira's getting ready to check a leg kick there, throws one in return. And he completely took the octagon from him. And now you see Pereira doing worse. Pereira's defense on the back foot is not good. I don't care what people say. You're just wrong. It's super dangerous. He relies on his power a little too much with the defense that he uses, because he's looking to kind of bait you into coming in and counter you with that left hook. But it didn't work for Ankalaev. He needs to step off the center line more. Yep. Okay, awesome. He needs to step off the center line more and counter him. He needs to be first and last here. Oh, bang, bang. Nice shots. Nice 1-2 by Ankalaev. And look, he's against the cage again. Right there, you see him trying to bait Ankalaev into coming in and throwing the left hook. Now this whole fight was really a battle for octagon control. Whoever was moving forward on the front foot in this fight was landing the better shots. There's fighters that can bang, bang, bang. Nice shots by Ankalaev. Upstairs left hook. I believe he went to the body as well. Ankalaev's striking has looked really good as of late. Pereira wants to get it back. He knows he's down in the round. Fighters like Adesanya can fight on the back foot. Alex Pereira, he has to fight on the front foot, especially when you're fighting someone like Ankalaev. If you let him fight on the front foot, he'll steamroll you. He'll just get that momentum, and there's nothing you can do about it. Takes octagon control back. Pereira knows it. He's trying to take the control from him. Pereira's looking for that shot. He's looking for the left hook here. He's baiting him against the fence, and I took all the octagon control from you. Super defensively sound by Ankalaev. He hasn't been hit by a good shot in the head yet. He's taken a ton of leg kicks, but that's the trade-off right there. He takes that leg kick and throws that left hand. Bang. He's trading here. Bang, bang. Ankalaev's lighting him up. Pereira's got a chin at 205, though. He was cutting way too much weight getting down to 185. Pereira's chin holds up at 205 pretty well. Bang. Ankalaev's sort of unorthodox the way he bang, bang, bang. He's tricky. Let's see that. The way that he comes in for his strikes. So, a lot of level changing. And when he throws one of his left hands, he dips his head off to the right, almost like he's going to go for a takedown after. Kind of how Khabib did. He threw the right hand out there just to shoot for the takedown. Except he doesn't shoot for the takedown. Bang. Left hand stumbled Pereira. So our takeaways, it's really about the control in this fight. When Ankalaev's moving forward, he's putting it on Pereira. When Pereira's moving forward, he's landing the better shots versus Ankalaev. Let's see. Now we're getting into the third round. Both these guys, there's no problem with their gas tanks. Their cardio is perfectly fine. They could go 5 rounds on any given day. That doesn't even need to be talked about. But it makes you wonder if Ankalaev grapples the entire time the next fight. Will it make Pereira tired? I haven't seen Pereira gas out yet, and Ankalaev hasn't gassed out either in his career. So maybe. Maybe not. Nice leg kicks by Ankalaev. Almost going for that oblique kick. Hand fighting. And Pereira's on the back foot again. If he can just push him and start to throw in combination, he could have some real success. But Ankalaev's so good at taking that octagon from him. A couple things he's using for it is when Pereira puts Ankalaev in a corner, takes some of this octagon from him, then you see him step in, hit him with that teep kick. And the second he falls back from that teep kick, he runs up and establishes the octagon control. Super smart. Great move by Ankalaev. Let's see how he does this time. Oh, you're coming into my range. I'm going to throw a gazelle hook at you. It's really smart, honestly. I haven't thought about it like this when I didn't think about it like this when I watched it, but breaking it down, I see it. He's coming in. Now I'm going to give you something. Oh, you're taking the octagon from me. I'm going to give you something to back up. That's the way the Ankalaev's looking at it. He doesn't want to be pressed against the fence. So he's taking it. He's giving him feints. Hand fighting. Oh, leg kick. Give you one back. And there's that teep kick. I'm taking the octagon control back from you. And notice how most of the time he's circling this way, which could be dangerous because you would think circle away from the power hand, but if you circle into that left hook, you're waking up in the hospital 100%. You won't know what the fuck hit you. Smart, throwing a knee up the middle followed by a combination. Slight switching back. Nice leg kick. Right hook. Something you'll notice about a lot of MMA fighters is right there, he overextended. This is completely unrelated. Something you'll notice about MMA fighters is they don't turn their hooks over perfectly. They kind of leave them out there. But good head movement by Pereira. And he just backs up. Pereira's got to stay in the pocket. Pereira's got to stay in the pocket and get his respect. He's got to get his respect back, stay in the pocket, and give him something to worry right there, like that. That was smart, but now look at Ankalaev taking the octagon back from him again. That's what this whole fight was about. Nice body kicks by Ankalaev. Nice. I've got it 1-1 or 2-1 right now. Or 2-0. You could either go both to Ankalaev or 1 to Pereira and 1 to Ankalaev, but Ankalaev definitely won the second round. That's not debatable. Gauging distance. Keeping that hand out. Keeping this foot back, coiled up, ready to throw at any given moment. He's just taking inventory right here. Okay, you step into this range. I could hit you with this left hand. I could throw this teep to the body. I could come up with a head kick. Real smart striking here. Bang. There's that left. He chose the left hand there. Pereira kind of has this weird stance where it's an open guard. It's not really a high guard. He doesn't really have a shell. It's this weird Muay Thai high guard. And it's open. But what Pereira does extremely well is a lot of his shots come from no tell. So he'll throw a leg kick at you with zero tell whatsoever. You won't be able to tell it's coming, and it'll just hit you. Same with his left hook. Comes out of nowhere. Everything's so fluid with this guy. Where Magomed, there's a lot more tell on his strikes. You see him coil up more. Okay, backs him up, establishes range. What's he gonna do? Clinch him, bang, and I got you against the cage. This next 2 minutes is mine. Good escape. Great escape by Pereira. He needs to do that more, and then tried to land something to get respect. Great. He about took his head off. Great escape by Pereira. Looking to counter this right hand right here. This little jab with his left hook too. Just missed. Pereira's grappling has looked excellent as of late. He connected there. It's another great counter Pereira has. He'll kind of slip and throw that right hand and then the left hook behind it. Super dangerous. He was doing that to Khalil a lot. 35 leg kicks, and he's just walking him down. That's crazy, honestly. Oh, see what I mean by his hooks? He doesn't really turn him over. Look how sloppy this hook looks. If Pereira would have got hit by this, he would have been an absolute dumbass. Look how sloppy this hook is. Just leaps into it. Completely misses. Leaping gazelle hook. That's not going to land on someone like Pereira. He's too high level. He's seen too many great strikers. There's that right hand. Nice 1-2. He really turned the hips over there. It's probably why he has so much power, because of the way he turns his strikes over. You see his hips fully rotate. Oh, caught him. He caught him. That was a good hook he caught him with too. I mean, this is just a mastery of octagon control. Look at how much space he's given him the whole fight. He's taking it away with those teeps. He's not giving him any space to calculate, to formulate any types of counters, any types of, okay, I'm going to sit back here, I'm going to formulate, I'm going to throw a jab, wait for him to throw a left hand back, and then I'm going to counter it with a right hand. He's not giving him any of that. Fighting on your back foot is exhausting. Okay, Pereira circling. It's smart. Except now he switched back to southpaw, and that's a strong leg and a strong arm. It's another round for Ankalaev. 2-1 minimum. Pereira's getting old too. I believe he's 37. I'd have to fact check that, but Pereira's getting up there. Goes for that hook, and I got you against the cage. Believe his hands are connected. No, they're not. I mean, if he can hold you like this without his hands connected, that's some strength. That's some control. Pereira's doing all the right things, though. Great takedown defense. I'm not going to break this down. I believe they sat here for a while, so I'll just... Okay, let's see how he gets out. Wrist control. Nasty knee to the body. You're going to need to throw more of those. Nasty knee to the body. And Mark Goddard just had enough of that shit, so he broke him up. Respect. Ooh. Ankalaev came out here to knock out Alex Pereira. He didn't really grapple much the first 3 rounds. This round was kind of a snoozer, but you got to respect him for throwing with the scariest person on the UFC roster right now. Nasty kicks. He turns those hips over so good on his kicks. I mean, just look at his stance. It's such a weird... The way he backs up and just has both these arms. It's so strange, but it works. It works so good. He rolls with shots relatively well too. Oh, I'm taking that control from you. I'm throwing that teep out there. As Demetrius Johnson likes to say, as soon as Pereira enters the void, he's met with a left hand to get into the distance or a teep kick to back him up so he can close the distance. He's just getting shut down in the void right now, and that's the problem. Ankalaev, excuse me. Ankalaev can hold you in this clinch all day. At 26 years old, you'd think I'd be able to drink water, but I guess I still have more now too. Ankalaev could hold you here all day, no matter what. He could do this for 5 rounds. Do I think he'll get Pereira down in the next fight? Great reversal and right back. Do I think he can get him down? It's irrelevant because he could just do this. It doesn't matter if he does. I think his grappling's probably better than Pereira's, so it doesn't really matter. I'm pretty sure they stay here the rest of the round. Yes, they do. Okay, now what do we got? Another thing is Pereira didn't seem eager to finish this fight. It seems like he didn't really have that drive to finish him. You know you're down 3 rounds minimum, could be 4, and you're not coming out strong. He's letting him do this all day long. Throw that teep, close the distance, put you against the cage. Bang. Nasty shots by Ankalaev. Now, when you see Ankalaev strike, let's see. There's a lot of openings that Pereira could put him to sleep with. Where's playback speed? Right here. Now, I don't know how he's so defensively sound. It's more of Ankalaev's footwork. So if you looked, Pereira just feinted. He just went to check the leg kick that never came. All right. Check him out. Hands down by his side. Let's see how he throws. He kind of throws this from his waist, which is unorthodox. Steps in, throws from his pocket. No hand on his chin right here. If Pereira was really looking for a finish, left hook, bang, GG's. And hand at his pocket, completely reaching over, completely leaving himself out there too much. Pereira could have stepped off the center line, left hook, nasty body kick, knee to the body, but Pereira moves very linear. He's a linear fighter, unfortunately. And I believe he throws another. Look at that. Knee straight to the body, straight to the head. So, he's not some crazy defensive fighter. He doesn't leave his hands up at his chin. Ankalaev is there to be hit. But his footwork, look at his footwork. As soon as he throws something, he exits. And then when Pereira goes to enter, he hits him with something, backs him up, and takes the control back from him. Alright, I'm about getting tired of this shit. And takes the control back from him. It's super smart. It's a genius way of fighting. Let's see how he exits here. Moves off the center line. Obviously doesn't move towards his power hand, even though he's got power in both hands and you're fucked either way. And throws something big at him, backs him up. Oh shit, I'm getting backed up right now. Let's see how he gets out of this. Circling off the center line, smart, and just there's that teep kick he wanted to throw to take the octagon control back from him. He must know that Pereira doesn't fight good on his back foot. And right there, they're back in the center, and Ankalaev takes it back from him, crosses that monster can. Bang. He's done it the whole fight. He goes to move off laterally, cuts him off. Look at that. Not a lot of feints from Ankalaev. Not a lot of feints from Pereira either. Mostly he feints with his leg kicks and his high kicks. He doesn't have a lot of hand feints, just a lot of hand fighting. He could probably do more in feinting. Because the thing about Pereira is when he feints, he hits so fucking hard, you have to bite on it. You cannot risk not biting on a feint with Alex Pereira because, say it's not, guess what? You're waking up 45 fucking minutes later. So if he throws some more feints, that's wonderful. You have to bite on a Pereira feint or you're getting put out. Comes over top with an ugly right hand. Nasty combination, low kick to high, backs him up. See, whenever Pereira is doing his best, he's backing Ankalaev up. He's taking control of the octagon. He's throwing multiple punches, and boom, I just took it back from you. You know why? Because Pereira moved linear, straight back, got hit with the left hand, got the octagon control taken from him. If he'd step off the center line, hit him with a right hand, be different. That's why Conor was so good, man. I don't even like that. I don't even like Conor that much, but he'd step off the center line, hit people flush. People like Ilya, too. Even Sean O'Malley. They all do it. I mean, Ankalaev's so good at taking that range away from him. Now look where he's at. Back against the cage again. How many times in this fight have we seen this? I'd say 70% of the fight he spent within 3.5 feet of the cage to his back. Nice leg kick. He's going shin to shin too on those leg kicks. I know that hurt. And takes it back. He's not letting him get anywhere. He tries to escape. He just tried to go off away from his power hand and escape, and he couldn't. Just did the Khabib special, throw an overhand into a takedown. And you got to bite on one of those. I believe he holds him against the cage the rest of the fight, and it was super boring. Yeah, he sure did. So to break it down, Pereira can win this fight. There are opportunities. He has to fight on the front foot. He has to throw in combination, and he can't fight linearly. We saw that. He can't be a linear fighter if he's going up against Ankalaev, because Ankalaev's going to take that octagon from you. He's going to put you against the fence, and he'll do whatever he wants from there. He can slowly pop that teep kick, that left hand, grab you and hold you for 35 fucking minutes. So Pereira wants to win. He's got to get off the center line. He's got to counter, and he's got to take control of the octagon. I'm not too worried about the grappling. I think he did great. Not too worried about that, but that's about it. I'd take Pereira. Whatever the odds are, if they have Pereira plus anything, I'll throw $40 on him because he's always got a puncher's chance. He can knock out anybody.